Welcome back to the Jesse Rucinski Show. Appreciate the listen, the watch, all of that. Let's jump into it. We're going to get into this whole Middle Eastern thing. I hate to say I told you so, but there are many of us that said Middle East is going to go to hell if someone gets into office, and that's because we already saw what's going on. Like, there's a lot of crises right now. The border, that's all on him. Sorry, his numbers over 20 years is 100 and they have the numbers 178,622 encounters. Thankfully, though, in April, unaccompanied minors went down by 2,000, but that's still 178,500 migrants came across. That's on him. Highest numbers in so long because of the policies, and they all say it. This gas thing, partially on him, partially on them. People do this stuff all the time. There's hackers, malware, everything. That happens all the time. Inflation, that's on him. In the Middle East, though, like in all this, like it's been going on since he said what he wanted to do. Like he's been getting warnings from Israel and all kinds of people. Like, don't get back in the Iran nuke deal. Like, and I only say I didn't, but I saw it coming, that we did see it coming because I was in the Marine Corps. I know what their policies were. They took care of Iran, gave the money, plead uranium to make nukes, like all kinds of stuff. Like that gave rebels in Syria and stuff, which is like ISIS, and like all this money and supplies they needed, equipment, like all of that. Like, so I knew it was going to happen. And there's like, and Israel is one of like probably our biggest ally in the Middle East. Yet they've just been going out of the way and saying, well, that's not going to dictate anything we do. Well, like, how about you try to help our biggest ally, not the country that's trying to crush our biggest ally? Iran and Russia both back Hamas and all that. We all know it, especially Iran. But and then I said they met, about the whole entire thing going on. I mean, Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, spoke with his Israeli counterpart, Mayor Ben Shabbat. Probably messed up the first name. Apologize for that. After hundreds of Palestinian riders clashed with Israeli police Monday morning on the Temple Mount. During the conversation, Ben Shabbat told Sullivan that Biden and other countries should let Israel handle the conflict, according to Axios. Ben Shabbat told Sullivan that international intervention is a reward to the Palestinian riders and those who back them, who are seeking international pressure on Israel. An Israeli official told Axios, so they were saying, please, keep out of it. I just have a hard time believing they're going to. Like, I really do. And then we got people on the left, politicians, like Ilhan Omar, accusing Israel of terrorism after they responded. And if you know anything about Israel, Palestinians, like the Gaza Strip, like this has been going on for forever. And I'm not surprised that it's going down. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true. And we get Bernie Sanders, everyone loves him, blames Jews for the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Shocker. And then we have, again, Omar. Israeli airstrikes killing civilians in Gaza is an act of terrorism. Well, Hamas is killing Israelis at like the age of 6 in cars with their attacks. Can't mention that, though. Rashida Tlaib. This is an apartheid system. AOC. Israeli forces are forcing families from their homes during Ramadan and inflicting violence. It is inhumane. And then Ayanna Presley. American government money should not finance state violence. Well, guess what? It happens all the time. You like it or not, abortions. They're one of those things. And then again, from just here's a statement from them. Overnight, in response to continuous rocket fire from the Gaza Strip at Israeli territory, the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces, struck over 130 terror targets belonging to terror organizations in the Gaza Strip. In the first and second stages of the strikes, IDF fighter jets, attack helicopters, and aircraft struck weapons manufacturing sites belonging to the Hamas terror organization. In the third stage, targets belonging to the Hamas terror organization and the Islamic Jihad were struck, including weapons manufacturing sites and military facilities belonging to the Hamas terror organization and the Islamic Jihad. A Hamas battalion commander was also targeted. In addition, as part of the strikes over the past day, the IDF struck a military intelligence building belonging to the Hamas with approximately 15 operatives of the organization. Likewise, IDF tanks and aircraft struck additional terror targets, among them 2 offensive terror targets. The Hamas terror organization deliberately places military targets in the heart of densely populated areas in the Gaza Strip. The IDF takes precautions to avoid harming civilians as much as possible during its operation activities, which we all tried to do when you're overseas. Just throw that out there. Like ROE is, we were getting shot at, you couldn't shoot back. There were people around, you couldn't see exactly where it was coming from. Like, that's normal. So if anyone goes off about anything like that, it's just, and again, like Omar calling them that, Bernie jumping in there, and they're a best like ally like very long time. And like blaming the Jews though for it. Like we all know where Omar stands. If I look very happy, it's because my headphones keep disconnecting to my phone from my phone for absolutely no reason. But and Hamas said for every commander that Israel kills in Hamas, they're gonna, obviously they're gonna retaliate. Like it's kind of how that normally works anyway. But like, I mean, the Israeli Defense Forces hit more than 130 Hamas military installations. Like I said, that made, weapons and were sites for, intel. Throw my phone through a wall in case anyone's listening. And everyone's saying that it could lead to war. Like, I mean, hate to break it to you, we're well past that. I mean, just, between Monday and Tuesday night, Israelis, Israel's Iron Dome, shot down, intercepted 90% of the over 200 rockets and mortars between 6 p.m. Monday and 6 a.m. Tuesday. Shot at them from the Gaza Strip and Hamas and all them. Like, I'm sorry, when we're getting to that level, we saw high-rise buildings, if you're watching the news, blow down. Like all that. And the words from the left and all them, backing a terror group, literally a terrorist group, blaming the Jews and all that, like just shows how crazy everyone is. But like they're our biggest ally. Like in the Middle East. Like we were getting people to sign like peace accords and normalize relationships with Israel now. And look at the hell that's breaking loose now. I mean, China towards Taiwan, Russia with Ukraine, Ukraine towards Crimea. Like there's North Korea shooting rockets again. Like all hell is breaking loose, and now it's just crescendoed with this since Biden took over. Now I'm blaming it. Like it's just policies, and they knew exactly what they were going to get because they remember when he was vice president and all the stuff that happened there. And look, all the same people are involved. I don't know. I'm just over it all. I'm tired of people like blaming this, that, and the other. Like it's his policies. It's everything that he did while he was vice president, and he's done everything that he did while he was vice president. He's just ramped it up since he got in office now. Like it's the same damn thing. Why we are where we are. I don't want to be there. I don't want to see us have to get involved. This is going to lead to some kind of giant cluster, you know what, and we're going to be back in there helping defend something because Joe Biden always votes yes. And well, look at it. I just hope he picked the right side. I really do. Because, Iran's not good. Russia not really doing anything good. Hamas is obviously a terror group, and they've been doing all kinds of attacks on Israel for forever. Now they're bombing Israel, like cities on the border there on the coast, and Jerusalem, which is giant no, Tel Aviv. Like, there's it's going to lead to something really, really cataclysmic and bad. And I think we should be backing our ally and not the largest state sponsor of terror in the world, who, again, supports and is all that for Hamas. Like, I don't get it. Could just be me. I think it's all crazy. I think this is really bad and it's going to get a lot worse. Just the truth. If you don't like it, sorry, but said it was going to happen for forever. And look, we're finally getting this. And look how long it's taken now to where they're full-fledged, like all hell's breaking loose. If Trump was president and this was happening like this, you would have heard about it all the time because everyone attacked him for everything. You didn't hear anything. Like they still did their normal stuff. But this is like this fast already got into war because they know that Biden's not going to do anything. But I'll get off my high horse and my soapbox. This is going to well beyond be a war. This is going to be kind of ugly. I think for a lot more than just Palestinians, Hamas, and Israel, who's all right there. I think it's going to be really, really bad. With that being said, again, follow along videos, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. There's the audio that I do separately, but that's on Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts. It's all over. And share it out. Like that's a big one. If you're listening, no matter where you're listening, get on there and share all of them out for me. Like I download Spotify just so I could have it there and see and make sure, like I was downloading it to make sure it got uploaded there every day. And it says it does, but like go out, share it out, get more out there. If there's anything anyone can do, just share it out there for everybody. Get the word out there, get to grow it. But I'm sure there's going to be more to come with this stuff by tomorrow that we'll get into. So Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good to each other. Again, share it out, comment, tell me what you think. But most importantly, just share them all out. Like all the pages to help out. Tell me what you think, but share. Sharing it is what really gets it going and gets it out there and helps me out the most. So I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, like always, peace.